Florida Explorer here. We're at Holder Mine still. We went through the pit, came up on the other side, and we spotted this bad boy. This is some sort of a foundation that once held something significant. We see these bolts frequently in our explorations with the big huge nuts on them. And in this case, we think that it's reasonable to assume that whatever was held here was at least partially wood, if not completely wood, due to the fact that this bolt, or nut rather, and that nut have not been removed. And that if you were to raise both of these bolts to the same distance or the same angle, you would find that these bolts are the same distance from the foundation roughly. So while these bolts are sheared, meaning, you know, whatever was there just ripped off, we don't know. We're assuming it was wood simply because this is deteriorated, unless they would have broken apart whatever was metal. So this held something significant in terms of machinery. This absolutely held some sort of machinery. There's no other reason for this many bolts in this proximity of this type of strength. I mean, this was a significant foundation with significant bolts. It held something that was constantly moving and generating. What we see back in the time of the mining days and when they were doing the turpentine or the lumber mills, we see a lot of belt-driven technology. So there would have been a steam engine somewhere over there that would have been driving this thing, and this would have been sawing something or shaking something or doing some sort of strenuous, constant motion activity, which would have necessitated the need for these bolts and this type of foundation. Because as you can see, this foundation pyramids out. It's thinner on top than it is on the bottom, which means all the strength would be up the top. So that's what we're seeing here. We have just begun the exploration of this particular little quadrant. We found some bricks over here. There's an old rusty can over there. So we know that we're in a target-rich environment for sure. So we don't know anything more about this right now, but we can continue to look around and see what we can find. But there's a fair assumption that it was related to the phosphate mining, although I have no idea what it would be for. I had no idea this was here until we came up over this hill. We were just getting ready to leave our campsite, so this is a really feather in the cap type of thing for us. Just finding this out of nowhere like this. So we're going to continue on our exploration, and we'll be back.